Now let's look at the case when k is equal to 1. So x sub 1 is equal to cosine. K is equal to 1, so this argument is equal to 360 degrees divided by 8. And plus I times sine of 360 degrees divided by 8. And 360 degrees divided by 8, you get the 45 degrees. So this guy is equal to cosine of the 45 degrees plus I times sine of the 45 degrees. And this is just equal to square root of 2 over 2 plus square of 2 over 2 times I. So this is the second eighth root of this number 1. Now, when the k is equal to 2, you have x sub 2 equal to cosine. Okay, you have the k equal to 2 times 360 degrees divided by 8 plus I times sine of the 2 times 360 degrees over 8. And we know this is 720 degrees divided by 8. You got the 90. So you have the cosine of 90 degrees plus I times sine of 90 degrees. Cosine of 90 degrees is equal to 0. And sine of the 90 degrees is equal to 1. So you get the I. So this is the third eighth root of this number 1. Now let's move to the next page to find the fourth root when the k is equal to 3. So we have the x sub 3 equal to cosine of the 3 times 360 degrees divided by 8 and plus I times sine of the 3 times 360 degrees divided by 8, and then simplify. This is equal to 135 degrees. You can use a calculator to do this computation. And then we know the reference angle of the 135 degrees is equal to 45 degrees. And in the quadrant 2, cosine is negative. So cosine of the 135 degrees is equal to negative cosine 45 degrees. And sine is positive in the quadrant 2. So sine of the 135 degrees is equal to sine of the 45 degrees. Then we find the fourth root, which is equal to negative root of 2 over 2 plus root of 2 over 2 times I. Now let's find the fifth root for k equal to 4. So x sub 4. Okay, we begin with the k equal to 0. So x equal to 4 corresponds to the fifth root. The eighth root of the 1, right? So this is equal to cosine of the 4 times 360 degrees over 8 plus I times sine of the 4 times 360 degrees over 8, and this argument is just equal to 180 degrees. And cosine of 180 degrees is equal to -1. Sine of the 180 degrees is equal to 0. So we got the -1. And then we get another real root of the 8th root of this 1. Now, number 6, the x sub 5 is equal to cosine of the 5 times 3, 60 degrees over the 8 plus I times sine of the 5 times 3, 60 degrees over 8. And this argument is equal to 225 degrees. And the reference angle for this guy is the 45 degrees. It's in the quadrant tree, so cosine is negative. And the sine is also negative. Finally, get negative square root of 2 over 2 minus square root of 2 over 2 times I. So this is number 6. Okay, now let's move to the number 7 corresponding to k equal to 6. So x sub 6 is equal to cosine of the 6 times 3, 60 degrees over 8 and plus I times sine of the 6 times 3, 60 degrees over 8, and this argument is equal to 270 degrees. So cosine of 270 degrees is equal to 0. Sine of the 270 degrees is equal to -1. So get -5. And then the last one, k equal to 7, x sub 7 is equal to cosine of 7 times 3, 60 degrees over 8 plus I times sine of the 7 times 3, 60 degrees over 8. And the argument is the 315 degrees. And the reference angle still the 45 degrees. And this is in the quadrant 4, so cosine is positive. So you have the cosine 45 degrees, and the sine is negative. So you get minus I times sine 45 degrees. And then finally have the root of 2 over 2 minus root of 2 over 2 times I. So in this way, we found all those 8th roots of the 1. So it's kind of lengthy and boring